Welcome dear students to the IUPAC nomenclature of the esters. Esters are basically the functional group derivatives of the carboxylic acids. When you replace the hydrogen of the carboxyl group with an alkyl group, then you will get the new class which is a functional group derivative of carboxylic acid, and that is called as the esters. My dear students, in esters there are two portions of this molecule. One is the alkyl group, and the second one is a portion which is from carboxylic acid. You can see that the hydrogen is replaced by the alkyl group. So, first portion of the molecule is this alkyl group, and this second portion of the esters, it is basically from the carboxylic acids. So, the name of every ester has two portions. First portion is the name of the alkyl group, it will be like alkyl, and the second portion of the name will be from carboxylic acids. And you know, in IUPAC language the carboxylic acids are called as alkanoic acids, but while naming the esters, the IC acid, that will be replaced with a ATE. So, in IUPAC language, this class which is called as ester in common language, that is called as alkyl alkanoate in the IUPAC language. So, first of all, you will keep this thing in your mind that the molecule of ester should be divided into two parts while giving it its IUPAC name. The first name belongs to the name of the alkyl group, and the second portion of the name belongs to the carboxylic acid from which this ester is derived. So in this way, the general IUPAC name of the esters is alkyl alkanoates. My dear students, esters are basically covalent in nature, but they are named just like the ionic salts or ionic compounds. All the ionic salts or ionic compounds, they also have two portions of their name. The first portion refers to the cation, the second portion refers to the name of the anion. Similarly, esters also have two portions of their IUPAC names. The first portion of the name belongs to the alkyl group, and the second portion of the name that belongs to the alkanoic acid or carboxylic acid from where the ester is derived. It means while naming the esters in IUPAC system, you should have a strong grip on the names of the alkyl groups and IUPAC names of the carboxylic acids. Then you will be able to give IUPAC name to any ester. If you do not have a strong grip on the alkyl groups or IUPAC nomenclature of the carboxylic acids, then naming esters according to IUPAC system, that will be difficult for you people. I have already delivered a lecture on the alkyl groups and IUPAC names of the carboxylic acids. The link will be given in the description of this video. You can watch those video lectures to have a good concept of the alkyl groups as well as the IUPAC nomenclature of the carboxylic acids. Now let us discuss the name of some esters which are written in front of you. First of all, let us divide the molecule of all these esters into two portions. The portion having two oxygens, that will be the portion from carboxylic acid. So, in all esters, this portion which is having two oxygen atoms, it is from the carboxylic acid. So, all these portions that are encircled in red, they are from the carboxylic acid from which the ester is derived. And my dear students, the second portion, that is the pure hydrocarbon portion, and it is an alkyl group. And these all encircled in green, they are basically the alkyl groups in every ester. While naming any ester, the first thing that you are required to do is to divide the molecule into two portions. One alkyl group, which is a pure hydrocarbon portion, and the second portion which contains both oxygen atoms, that is the portion from the carboxylic acid. Now, what is the name of this alkyl group? That is methyl It is methyl, the first portion of the name, and this one is the portion which is derived from the acid. And you know that carboxylic acid which contains one carbon atom, that is called as methanoic acid. So it will be methyl methanoate, because the IC acid that is replaced by the my dear students ATE. So that will be methyl methanoate. This first portion shows the presence of the methyl group, and the second portion shows the acid from which this ester is derived, and that is the methanoic acid. So basically you can say that this is the methyl derivative of the methanoic acid. Similarly, in this case, the alkyl group, that is ethyl, and again there is a portion which shows that it is derived from the carboxylic acid having one carbon atom, and that will be called as the methanoic acid. So it is methanoate, that will be ethyl methanoate. Similarly, again the alkyl portion is ethyl, and the portion from carboxylic acid shows that it contains two carbon atoms, and the carboxylic acid with two carbon atoms in IUPAC language, that is called as ethanoic acid. So it will be ethanoate. That will be ethyl ethanoate. Now, this one is an alkyl group with three carbon atoms, and you know this alkyl group is called as isopropyl. So it will be isopropyl, and again this portion has two carbon atoms, so it is from ethanoic acid, and that will be called as ethanoate. That will be isopropyl ethanoate. Now my dear students, again in this ester, it is a somewhat complex ester. This is the alkyl group, that is methyl, so it will be methyl. Now, my dear students, this portion is from carboxylic acid, which shows that it is having three carbon atoms in its chain. These are the three carbon atoms, 1, 2, and 3. And with the second carbon, there is a methyl group attached. So that should be called as methyl 2 methyl. Mean methyl group is attached with the second carbon, and there are total three carbons in the chain. So that will be from propanoic acid, and it will be called as propanoate. So that will be methyl 2-methyl propanoate. Similarly, again this hydrocarbon portion is ethyl. So that should be ethyl. And now my dear students, this carboxylic acid that has four carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that will be from the butanoic acid. It will be the butanoate. But with the third carbon, OH group is attached. So that will be called as 3-hydroxy. And because it has four carbon atoms, so butanoate from butanoic acid. Similarly, these are two aromatic esters. Now, my dear students, again, this is the hydrocarbon portion, which is basically isopropyl. And this portion is from benzoic acid, so that will be benzoate. Its name will be isopropyl benzoate, means it is the derivative of the benzoic acid in which the hydrogen of the benzoic acid is replaced by the isopropyl group. In the same way, now this one, you know, it is phenyl, and again this portion shows the benzoic acid, so it will be benzoate. So this ester is basically a phenyl derivative of the benzoic acid, means the hydrogen of the benzoic acid that is replaced by the phenyl group. So in this way, you can name any ester written in front of you. Just keep one thing in your mind, that every ester has two names of its IUPAC name. The first name refers to the pure hydrocarbon portion, that is the alkyl, and the second name refers to the acid from which this ester is derived, and that will be from alkanoic acid. It will be called as alkanoate by replacing the IC acid of the name of the carboxylic acid with ATE. So in this way, any ester that can be named. That was all about the IUPAC nomenclature of the esters. If you feel any problem while naming any ester while practicing some nomenclature at the home, you can ask in the comment section. I will definitely answer it. Till then, take care.